How to get your first wholesaling real estate deal with no money at all. What is up, guys? Zach Ginn here, and in today's video, I'm going to give you some $0 marketing methods that you can actually use in your wholesaling real estate business. These are going to be methods for you to go out here and market that cost no money at all, $0. So if you're starting out, you're broke like me when I started out, I'm going to show you exactly how you can find your first wholesaling real estate deal. But before I break it down, do me a big favor, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, and let's break it all down. So when I think of marketing, I really think of fishing to a point. There are really two things when it comes to catching fish, right? What is the gear that we need? We need a rod and we need some bait on the end of the hook. And that's the same thing we do for our marketing for wholesaling real estate. We have a list and then we have a marketing channel. The list is really the bait that we have, right? What we're actually going after. And then the rod is really the marketing channel. Cold calling, SMS text blasting, direct mail. These are the things you have to understand from marketing for becoming successful in wholesaling real estate in 2023. So let's talk about the type of list that we need to pull if we're looking to get our first deal with no money at all. These are going to be lists that cost no money at all. And one of the best lists that absolutely free, cost $0 at all to start doing are what we call the government lists. And the government lists are pretty much what it implies. These are lists we can pull for free from the government. The government actually provides these type of lists for us, and they're really motivated. These type of lists are the pre-foreclosures, the code violations, the water shutoff, the fire damaged property, the probates, the arrest records. Really, the list goes on and on and on forever. But what you need to understand in wholesaling real estate is to pull these lists, because it costs $0, it costs no money at all, it's free, there is a little bit of a catch. The reason why government lists aren't talked about as much from wholesaling gurus and other YouTubers is because, first of all, they can't make money off of you by telling you about it, so they really don't want you to know about it. But number two, and most importantly, it's a little difficult to get this list. You're actually gonna have to manually go out here and scrape this data. Now, at my free real estate wholesaling course, freewholesaling.com, I actually break down exactly step-by-step how you actually can pull this information, get it from the government data, and really within 5 or 10 minutes, get these lists pretty easily. Now, most gurus, YouTubers, and even me, sometimes I'm guilty myself of just telling you, it is a lot easier just using a paid software, right? And there's paid softwares like listria.com, zachdata.com, where you just click a button and you get all the pre-foreclosures done for you. But again, if you're starting out, you have no money and you're broke, that's not gonna be the best option for you. Because those services are out there, nobody ever talks about the free ways to get them. And the reason why I like government lists so much is because, for example, the probates, you just can't use any of those softwares I mentioned and actually pull a probate list. There's no software that can actually pull probates because every single county is different in the way that they actually pull the probates. And I can go on and on and on about why I love government lists, but like you got the pre-foreclosures, which is basically people that are behind on their mortgage payments and they're actually gonna have an auction set on their property, so they're very motivated to sell the property. Probates where somebody passes away and there's a lot of motivation with those deals. People are making $30, $40, even $50,000 every single deal. And heck, I've done some $100,000 deals just from probate, so it's an amazing list to be going after. Water shutoffs, like if the water's not going on the property and the water's not running through the property, you probably don't want to live in that house. It doesn't seem like a property someone would want to live in. So go after these leads. You can pull them from the clerk of the court website or on public records or even court records, which I show you for free at freewholesaling.com. Now, the next one here is technically free and not free at the same time, depending on the way you look at it, but I'm going to mention in this video. This is basically reverse drawing for dollars. And the reason why I say it's technically free is because you probably already have gas in your gas tank and you probably have some sticky notes at home. And so because it's going to cost you $0 right now, use them up. And this is simply the role of reverse drawing for dollars. Now, reverse drawing for dollars is basically the strategy of drawing for dollars, which does cost gas money, but you go in your car, look for ugly looking houses, you pull the list, and then you call these owners up and see if they're looking to sell the property. Now, reverse drawing for dollars is done a little bit differently. We go out here and we look for ugly houses, and instead of us putting the property down on pen and paper or through an app, I'm actually going to go and put a sticky note in the property. And the sticky note is going to say something similar to like, hey, this is Zach. I had a quick question about your property. Please give me a call back. It's an amazing strategy and one you can really do that works really well. Now, one half of the way to do it is just go around, look for ugly looking houses and then put the sticky notes on those. But you can also pull a government list. For example, let's do the pre-foreclosure list. The pre-foreclosure list is actually a really bad list to be cold calling because there's loan sharks, modification companies, loan servicing companies, financial services companies. There's hammer those type of people that they're usually not really good for calling and talking over the phone, but they answer their texts pretty good and they answer direct mail very well. So pre-foreclosures, there's a lot of urgency, but they're not good for cold calling, but for texting and for direct mail, they work well. And you might be asking, like, Zach, texting costs money and direct mail costs money. What's the point here? The point here is if you can reverse drive for dollars this list. So if I find a list of all the pre-foreclosures in my area, let's say there's 30 or 40 for the month, I'm gonna drive around those properties, put the sticky notes on those houses, and actually get that deal. Now, the next type of list that's absolutely for free that I love doing are the Zillow for sale by owners. The Zillow for sale by owners, or the Zillow FSBOs, is an absolutely amazing wholesaling real estate list to be going after. I love cold calling this list and showing you how I do it live because it costs $0. There's no skip tracing involved. There's no crazy list pulling. You get right in the action. This is why Zillow for sale by owners works so well and why they're so important for your success in wholesaling real estate. Because you can actually go out here and start making offers as soon as possible and as quick as possible, it's really easy for you to go out here and start calling these motivated sellers ASAP, right stinking now. And because of this, it's a pretty simple. I like going after Zillow for sale by owners that are over 100 days old on the listing. And I like to offer at most 70% off the listing price. So if the property's been listed for $100,000, the most my MAO is going to be on that deal is going to be $70,000. Now, don't use the 7% rule for anything outside of that, but for Zillow for sale by owners, you're going to have to do that because your cash buyers are going to see what the listing price on Zillow is going to be, and they're going to want at least that discount for it. Now, the next part here is the marketing channel. So I told you how to do the bait the right way, but let's talk about the rod, because if you have really good bait, but the rod snaps in half, you're not gonna catch anything. If you have the best rod in the world, but the worst bait, it ain't gonna do well. And my top marketing channels when you have no money at all, it's not the best in the world. You know, you really got three. This is gonna be cold calling, door knocking, and plain old sticky notes, right? Cold calling, you know, it's got a bad rap for a lot of people. You know, it's very stressful and you gotta go out here and do work, but it's an amazing strategy. Pick up your phone, you call people, and you see if they wanna sell their property. Most wholesalers get super stressed when it comes to actually cold calling and talking to these motivated sellers. But really, cold calling is just a strategy to get in front of the seller as quick as possible. Now, the best part about cold calling, why I love it so much, is because the more you cold call, the better your skills of actually talking to sellers are, and the better your skills of having conversations with sellers. So it strengthens that repertoire. On top of that, you get closer to finding deals. So don't be afraid of cold calling. If you want to learn exactly how to do cold calling the right way, step by step for free, just go to freewholesaling.com, my free real estate wholesaling course. The next one here is door knocking, which is a million times more difficult than cold calling. Door knocking's hard. You go in front of someone's door, you knock, and say, hey, me and my partner are actually looking to buy some more properties in the area. I was seeing if you're looking to sell your property. This seems like it might be a good fit for me and my partner to buy. Now, most of the time they don't want to sell it, but if you want to get a deal in as quick as possible, or the best chance per door knock you have, or the best lead, door knocking is going to be the best one. But I'm telling you, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of time, it's probably not the best one, but if you got no money, that might be the only option you got. The last one here is sticky notes. Like I've said, it's like direct mail. It's half a penny, so it's barely even anything, pretty much free itself. And that's a way where you find some ugly houses, you put sticky notes on them, you just write, hey, this is Zach, I had a quick question about the property, please give me a call back. You're good to go. Guys, these are free ways for you to find real estate wholesaling deals that cost no money at all. Now, it is better sometimes to put some money in your marketing because it does make it easier. Remember, in wholesaling real estate, you either give time or money. And if you don't have a lot of money, you can put time in this business and it works well. But if you don't have a lot of time, you're gonna have to pour money into it to make this business work. These are the two most scarce resources we have in wholesaling real estate. And you have to effectively know exactly how to use them the right way for your success. Now, free marketing is not worse than paid marketing. One is not better than the other. It's what you do with the free marketing and it's what you do with the paid marketing that helps you out. Now, paying for stuff using softwares, I know I talk about it sometimes, but it's really just a tool. It's not going to be the thing that's going to make you successful or not. Don't feel like you have to go pay for marketing to become successful. You can do it absolutely for free, and so many people do. So if you got any value from this video, do me a big favor. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, go to freewholesaling.com, and I'll see you guys soon. This is Zach Ginn signing out. Have a blessed one.